In a significant development for the ongoing Israel-Gaza conflict, the notorious Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, known for orchestrating the brutal October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, has been killed in a firefight with Israeli troops. Sinwar, often called the Butcher of Khan Younis, was on the run for over a year before meeting his end in southern Gaza. His death comes after a relentless pursuit by Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, who had been hunting the Hamas mastermind responsible for orchestrating deadly attacks on Israeli civilians. The 61-year-old Yahya Sinwar had been hiding in Gaza since the October 2023 attacks, spending much of his time in the extensive underground tunnels beneath the Strip. These tunnels, a hallmark of Hamas's operations, served as both his refuge and base of operations as Israeli forces intensified their search. Protected by a cadre of bodyguards and using a human shield of hostages taken from Israel, Sinwar sought to evade detection, moving from location to location in an attempt to stay ahead of the IDF. On October 16, 2024, a routine patrol by Israel's 828th Bislamach Brigade in Rafah led to a chance encounter that would prove to be Sinwar's final moments. According to IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari, the patrol had initially identified 3 militants in the area, leading to a brief firefight that resulted in their deaths. At the time, there were no indications that any of the deceased were high-profile figures. However, when the Israeli soldiers returned to inspect the bodies the next morning, they made a startling discovery. One of the corpses bore a striking resemblance to Sinwar. Due to concerns about potential booby traps surrounding the body, the Israeli forces did not immediately remove it from the scene. Instead, they collected a piece of a finger and sent it to Israel for DNA testing, which later confirmed the identity of the slain terrorist as Yahya Sinwar. The IDF has since extracted the body and brought it back to Israel for further analysis. Sinwar's last moments were captured by drone footage, which has since been released by the Israeli military. The video, reportedly shot through an open window of a bombed-out building, shows a man, Sinwar, sitting in a chair, injured and disoriented. The footage ends abruptly as the man attempts to throw a stick at the drone before being neutralized by Israeli forces. The killing of Yahya Sinwar is a major blow to Hamas and its leadership, as the 61-year-old was one of the group's most influential and ruthless figures. Known for his role in establishing Hamas's military wing and his brutal leadership, Sinwar's death follows a string of high-profile eliminations of terrorist leaders by Israeli forces in recent months. The IDF's statement emphasized that their recent operations had significantly restricted Sinwar's movement and made his capture or elimination inevitable. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that evil has been dealt a blow, celebrating the death of the Hamas leader as a major victory for Israel. "We have settled the score with Sinwar, but our war in Gaza is far from over," Netanyahu warned, vowing that Israel would continue its military operations to dismantle Hamas's infrastructure and secure the release of the more than 100 hostages still held by the group. Sinwar's death comes amidst a broader Israeli campaign to eliminate the top leadership of Hamas and other militant organizations operating in the region. In addition to Sinwar, Israel has successfully targeted several key figures in the past few months, including Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, and senior Iranian Revolutionary Guards commanders. However, despite these victories, Israeli officials caution that the war is far from over. Sinwar's elimination, while a significant achievement, does not mark the end of Hamas or the broader threat posed by terrorist groups in Gaza and the surrounding region. The group remains entrenched in Gaza with significant resources and a complex network of tunnels, operatives, and sympathizers. For Israel, the battle continues on 2 fronts: dismantling Hamas's military capabilities and securing the release of the hostages taken during the October 7th attacks. Despite the success in tracking down and killing Sinwar, Netanyahu's government remains focused on the larger goal of neutralizing Hamas as a threat to Israel's security. As details continue to emerge about the firefight that led to Sinwar's death, there are signs that this development may change the dynamics of the conflict in Gaza. The loss of such a high-ranking figure is likely to deal a psychological blow to Hamas's leadership, potentially leading to internal strife or changes in the group's command structure. Nevertheless, the elimination of Yahya Sinwar does not guarantee immediate peace. Israel's determination to continue its military operations in Gaza, coupled with Hamas's resilience and ability to adapt to the loss of key leaders, suggests that the conflict will remain protracted and violent in the coming months. For now, Israel has claimed a crucial victory in the battle against Hamas, but the road to peace remains long and fraught with challenges.